So, guys, you talked yourself into a position, didn't you? I mean, that's because of what you did, you know? We've all done, everybody sitting here has talked himself into a job. It's the way it works, especially if you don't have a lot of experience. I've talked myself into a bunch of jobs. And the very first one was right after I got out of college. I talked my way into an elevator company as a technical writer, which meant that I wrote the service manuals that the mechanics across the United States use to fix the elevators. Isn't that bizarre? I've been there a few years, and my boss left and formed his own company, and I got a new boss. And my new boss showed up in my office one day, and he goes, "Come here, I want to show you something." I'm like, all right. So we went out in the training room, and he has on a table a whole bunch of meters. He says, "I'm going to teach you how to use these meters." I'm going, well, don't all the mechanics already know how to use those? I mean, they wouldn't even pass the test to be a mechanic if they didn't. He goes, "Yeah." "Well, then we would never put it in one of the books I'm going to write, right?" "No." "Well, then what do I need to learn it for?" He looked at me like I had 3 heads. And that was the beginning of the end of our relationship. A few months later, all the mechanics in New York City went on strike. And so all of us at the home office had to go to New York City and try to fix the elevators. You know what I knew how to do? What tool do you want? Because I hadn't paid attention. And even worse than that, over my lifetime, there's all kinds of things that happen at home that I wish I'd have paid attention, because I wouldn't have had to call an electrician to come and fix it. I might have been able to fix it myself. The point is, all of you, the younger folks, you probably won't end up doing what you think you're going to do. And all of these different things that you may learn that may seem meaningless at this point will pay off somewhere, somehow. Or as the Amish say, we'll find a way to use it. Okay? So there are a variety of different things along those roads. You're going to be asked, do you know how to, and you don't have a lot of experience. And so your answer oftentimes is going to be, no, I really don't. The very next thing out of your mouth every time should be, but I sure would like to learn. Will you teach me? But I sure would like to learn. Would you teach me? Now they know you're interested, unlike me. So I went to school at nights, got another degree, time to talk my way into another job. Boy, I really did this time. Big bank, head of training and development, concentrating on supervisory development. I didn't know anything. But I got a degree, and I wanted to use it. Sound familiar? I'm ready to graduate, use it, so forth. So I didn't realize it, but I copped an attitude. Defense mechanism. I walked into this job like, I'm here. You guys ready to learn? The Savior has arrived. And you know what? They hated my guts. And my boss came to me and said, we got a real problem here. They don't like you and you need them. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Grovel. And I did. I went back, I apologized, I was a moron, I don't know anything, but I'd like to learn, would you teach me? I finally, slowly won them over, and I also said, I'll do anything. Put me in a job, I want to learn anything, I'll learn all these jobs. It's going to make them relate to me more when I get them in the classroom. Okay? So, be a sponge, learn as much as you can, be value added, do even more than they'll anticipate. By the time I got to my third job, I was a little bit older and wiser. And I decided I was going to do something a little bit different this time, and I was going to go way out of something that was comfortable for me. Now, we all went through the DIS, see you kids, DIC, remember the disc instrument and all that type of thing, different types of personalities. Well, I'm a little I, which means you wouldn't notice it from me being up here. I'm extremely antisocial. But I decided when I went to this job, every single person I came into contact with, I was going to get eye contact and said, how you doing? Even if it was just that much. And you guys did it in the interview process. Because I wanted to make a favorable impression, because I might need them. I didn't know. I might need it. It was very uncomfortable for me. And you're going to have to go outside of your comfort zone against your personality sometimes to do that. But I forced myself to do it because, and it's been mentioned, you don't know who you're going to need somewhere down the road. And you need to make the impression. Who's going to be the favorable contact? Who's going to be the reference for the next time you have to talk your way into a job? So I think about an old rock song, The Who, late 60s. The kids are all right. If you do the things I'm talking about, these 3 basic things, be a sponge, value added, positive interactions, when the whole thing's over with and people think about that experience, and what it was like to have you there, here's hoping they say, you know what? That kid was all right.